Hi everyone, I'm attorney Shadi Shaffer from the Asset Protection and Elder Law Center. I'm also the host of Trust Talk Radio that airs every Sunday at 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM. So please listen to the show. It's a lot of fun. So today I wanted to follow up on the subject of probate and specifically talk about the administrator and attorney's fees related to administering a probate case. Remember, probate is when someone has died without a trust or without a will, or sometimes they have a will only and they still have to go through the probate process. So remember, a will alone will not protect you from the probate courts. So if you do not have a will, or if you only have a will, and live in California, more likely than not, you're going to have to go through the probate process. Remember, you have to have assets more than $150,000 and real property in the state of California, either or. So one of the things that is involved with a probate administration that people are always concerned about is the probate fees. Now, some people think it's not really that bad considering the fees you still have to pay a trust attorney to create your trust document. So I don't know. I generally, in my experience, always have found that probate costs more money than just going to a trust attorney and saying, you know what, I need an estate plan. So I've seen it time and time. It's been 11 years now, and often I see that people are paying, in my opinion, 4 times the amount, 3 times the amount, or at least at the very minimum, they're paying at least 2 times the amount of a trust attorney's fees to do an estate plan for them. And not to mention all the process of going through the probate system. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to go through any court system if I don't have to. And I definitely don't want my family to have to go through it. So in the probate court case, the administrator, the person, the family member that steps in to sort of do all the legwork of that person that has passed away to administer their estate, that person is entitled to reimbursement of their time. So they're entitled to administrator fees for their work in administering the estate and handling the entire estate. And those fees are set through the probate code system, and I'll talk about that in a minute, as well as the attorney. If you hired an attorney, attorneys don't get fees up front for probate administration cases, generally speaking. Their fee comes out at the end of the administration when it's time to settle up the estate, creditors, the debts have been paid, and then the heirs are going to be distributed their money. That's the time where the trust attorney or the probate attorney gets to have their fee for their time and work on the case. And the way the fee is as follows. It's typically 4% of the first $100,000 in the estate, then 3% of the next $100,000, and then 2% of the next $800,000. So I know I just threw out a lot of numbers, and not a lot of people like numbers, but I'm just going to kind of give you an example. So let's say a family member passed away and their estate, the total value of their estate is $500,000. Maybe they just had one real property in Orange County and it was $500,000, or let's say all their assets totaled $500,000. Whatever the case may be. Just to give you an idea of what the fee is for that $500,000 estate, the fee would be $13,000, okay? So that's what the probate fees are for just the attorney or the administrator. Remember, the estate can be responsible for paying both of those individuals. The family member that stepped in to administer the estate and the probate attorney that helped file all the legal documents. So that's $13,000 and possibly another $13,000. Now, some family administrators choose not to take that fee, but often than not, a lot of them are taking the fee because administering a probate case is a lot of time and energy, and sometimes it takes time away from their personal life and their work life. So it's reasonable and fair for them to get compensated for that time and energy and effort. So it's something I wanted to make sure that everyone had an idea about. And remember, that does not include the fees for filing the case, for publication, for bond fees, and things related to the normal administration of the person's estate that passed away. So that kind of gives you an idea of the cost involved in administering a probate. So when you hear trust attorneys talking about, I'll do your trust for $1,500, or I'll do your trust for $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, if you think about it, I know it's a lot of money for many people, but still, in light of what you're going to pay later on, it's very well worth it. And again, you don't have to go through that entire year process or so to administer that person's estate, let alone all the work involved. So thanks so much for listening. I'm attorney Shadi Shaffer from the Asset Protection and Elder Law Center. And remember, make sure to listen to my show every Sunday at 10 a.m. on 101.5 FM Trust Talk Radio. Take care.